The clematis are in bloom. We had warm weather and everything just sprang into action. The dark purple clematis with the yellow center is called Haku Ukan, Hakuoakan. Another early blooming large flowered clematis. Next to it, up at the top, there's a lavender flowered one, and that's called Blue Ravine. Doesn't look blue to me, it looks lavender to my eyes, but clematiers sometimes name lavender ones with a blue name, so go figure. But I love this combination. I love layering colors, the dark purple with the light lavender, so pretty together. I got a beautiful pink foxglove, and in the back, let's see if we can do a little more of a close-up here. There's a little dark blue, purpley blue with a yellow center, Dutch iris. So those are just beautiful, and they all bloom at the same time. The weather can change in a minute here, and we have a little bit of rain sprinkles, but that doesn't stop me in my video pursuits. Here is a gorgeous little purple rhododendron. It blooms mid to late season, and in the center there is Haku Ukan. I put some stems from the main plants here, that's Blue Ravine, Haku Ukan, some branches or stems from the Haku Ukan into the rhodie. Here's a close-up of what that looks like. I really like that layered combination together. I think it's really pretty, and they bloom together. Blue Ravine, and a little pink pelargonium there. A hanging basket I just put together a couple of days ago, but look at how pretty all that is together. I really like that a lot. This is up on our stoop. It's really hard to get a shot because it's pretty small, but this is a Sao clematis, ASAO clematis. It's my very earliest blooming clematis that I have right now. The flowers are single. They have white bars and pink outer edge. Let me come over here and show you a little bit more in a close-up, so hopefully you can see. There it is. Such a beautiful, happy little clematis. I grow this in a large container. Container is about 18 inches across at the top, comes up to my knees. I water it as needed in the summertime every day, and I fertilize it with Miracle-Gro twice a month. And I do that during the whole growing season for here, from March until probably October. This is a wonderful repeat blooming rambling rose called Phyllis Bide. I got it from the Antique Rose Emporium. I am just nuts about this color. Look at this. It starts out peach when it newly opens, and then you can see one kind of in the middle there. It becomes more open, splayed open, the flowers, then becomes more pink and white. Some more Phyllis. Pretty, pretty. Here is Louise Rowe Clematis with Phyllis Bide Rambling Rose. I love this combination this time of year. This is a wonderful lavender lilac. Just something I picked up at half price at a hardware store. It was nothing fancy, but it sure is pretty. Next to it are the pink blooms of Zephyrin Druin. It's one of the very few thornless climbing roses, and just gorgeous. If you keep it deadheaded, it blooms all summer. And next to it is a hybrid tea climbing rose called Golden Showers. And again, just deadheaded, and it blooms for a very, very long season. So pretty. This is called Graham Thomas, named after the famous English gardener. And it's really a shrub rose, but I just trained it, I pruned it and trained it to be a climber. And this thing is massive. I'm going to take another shot from the side because I can't even get it all in the frame here, and I'll show you. But this is so beautiful. It smells so good, the flowers. I love cabbage roses with all the petals. So pretty. This is the rose arbor with that has Graham Thomas on it, not in bloom yet, but it's loaded with buds, and it will be blooming just any time now. I have the garden fairy with all of her foliage beside her, and the container next to it I just planted a new hosta, so I like that. Having the foliage back here looks really pretty against the dark blue turquoise of the arbor. But this rose is massive. It's reputed to only get like 6 feet tall. Don't believe it when you see that in advertising. This thing is easily 12 feet tall, and I prune it, so just saying. On an arbor it works just fine. Rose arbor. These are my two latest clematis acquisitions. The one on the right is Fujimusume. This is a large flowered hybrid, and the flowers are just a beautiful lavender ice blue color, huge flowers, singles. And the other one is a dark purple called Viola. And this one got pruned back pretty hard. I bought it from a merchant who also does mail order with her plants, and so she cuts them back hard. But look at how hard she cut it back to mail it. Really, it's not going to hurt the plant any. It'll give it, once I get these in the ground, I really should probably cut the other one back too. It will help the plant to develop a deep root system before it puts energy into producing a lot of top growth, so that's why they cut it back. But anyway, these are just going to be lovely, and they're going to go here in the front, and I'll show you when that little garden project is done. This bed's really starting to look nice. We've got some silvery lamb's ears at the bottom. They'll have stocky pink flowers a little later in the season. Beautiful yellow iris that I picked up at a plant sale. Don't have the slightest idea what variety they are. They look like a Dutch iris. They're not like a bearded iris, but they're small like a Dutch iris, so I really don't know what they are. The little white flowers, let me come a little bit closer here. The little white flowers are Anthriscus sylvestris raven's wing, and they look like Queen Anne's lace. And then the rose in the back is called Rose de Reche. It's another old garden rose. This rose truly stays small. This one is only about 4 feet tall, and it's pretty much topped out at its maximum height. It's a good one for smaller gardens where you need a smaller, more contained rose. I love it. And just keep it deadheaded and fertilized. It blooms all season long. Beautiful. Here is General Warshinsky Clematis, that dark rose color, blooming with the light pink Jacques Cartier rose. I just think this combination of the kind of dusky, almost burgundy color with that light pink is so pretty together. Here's a lovely iris in bloom. This is called Batik, and in the background is the beautiful golden foliage of Spirea gold flame. So I love that combination of that bright yellow and the deep purple. So pretty. Edith Wolford iris. This is Tradescantia Sweet Kate. Just love the beautiful golden foliage and those deep purple flowers. I grow this in between my taller clematis at the base.
Bye.